Whether your job is connected to photography or designing, or you just want to make progress in your image making abilities, this series of videos have been made just for you. Welcome to Saramvi channel, where technical mastery meets artistic creativity. I'm Saram and I'm pleased to be your instructor. So let's get started. When you first open Photoshop, it displays something like this, which we call it a home screen. Let's create a new file by clicking on the new file icon. On top of the new document window are a number of different categories, like recent documents and save presets. If we click on a category, we can see the default document presets. Now we're going to use the options on the right to define the size of the documents that we are going to open. I'm just going to change the width to 21 and the height to 14. We can change the units of measurement using this menu and also change the orientation. If you know that you are going to open files using these settings often, you can click on this button to save a preset. Here I'll give it a name 21 by 14 inches and save the preset. And you can see it's taken us to the saved category. And here is our saved preset. Now to open this, I can just double click on it and Photoshop will automatically hide the home screen. Alright, let's go ahead and close the window by clicking on here. And when we close all of our documents, Photoshop will show us the home screen again. Now, if we want to open a document, I'll click open and this window opens, and now I can browse my computer to find the file I need to open. Then double click on the document and Photoshop will open it in a new window for me. Now to access the home screen while a file is open, we can just click on the home icon. To hide the home screen, we'll click on the Photoshop icon on the top left. And you can also open new files or create a new document using the file menu if you prefer not to use the home screen. Alright, let's close this document. And again, the home screen is automatically displayed. And now we can see our recently used files. Even when you can open your photos using Photoshop, many of us prefer to manage our photos using a separate application such as Adobe Bridge, Lightroom, or Lightroom Classic. Now, in Photoshop, we can use the home screen or the file menu to choose to open and then navigate to a folder and see the files within that folder, but it's so limited. I can see, for example, more than one folder. I can move files around and I can't add new folders or see a lot of metadata about each one of the images. So I'm going to choose to cancel, and instead, in order to manage my files, I'm going to use a separate application. I'll choose Files and then Browse in Bridge. So Bridge is a separate application that you download and install as part of your Creative Cloud subscription. And one of the advantages of using Bridge is that it's a file browser and it can display all sorts of information about the files on your computer. So we could be working with a logo created in Illustrator, an InDesign document, video or audio file, even a Word document. You can still see them all and manage them all within Bridge. So we would use this folder panel in order to navigate and view the contents of our different folders. When I click on a folder, we can see the contents, so we can view multiple images at once. We can actually move files by just dragging and dropping them between folders. For now, I won't do that, and we can also create new folders in order to organize our images. When we select an image, we can see it larger in this preview area. We can click to zoom in if we wanted to check focus, and we can resize any of these panels if we want to see one larger. We can view and edit information such as metadata about our images. We can even add keywords to images. We can create collections, filter our images to find them quickly, and even export our images to different file formats. Now, if I just want to open this JPEG, I can double click on the thumbnail and it will open it into Photoshop. When I close the image, then Photoshop will return us to the home screen, but I can use the file menu in order to browse in Bridge to return to Bridge. I can also change the way the previews are viewed here. In this case, I want to zoom in a little bit so that they are larger. In this case, I want to zoom in a little bit so that they are larger. But we could also see more information by using the different view icons at the bottom of the window. Now, if you are working with RAW files that have been captured with a digital camera in a RAW file format such as NEF or CRW or DNG, then you can take advantages of the Camera Raw plugin when you open the photograph. Here, if I double click on the tilted deer.dng, it won't open directly into Photoshop, but instead into the Camera Raw plugin. Then we have all sorts of tools to make edits. Then we could make some edits like adding text or making a composite, but for now I'm simply going to close file. One little tip. You can also open JPEG and TIFF files into Camera Raw to use the same editing features. You just need to select the file and then click on the Open in Camera Raw icon. That will open the JPEG and the TIFF file into Camera Raw so that you have access to all those options. But for now, just know that if you work with several different file types using a file browser like Adobe Bridge to manage your documents will enable us to quickly navigate and open many different file types in Photoshop. So thanks for watching the first video of Photoshop Masterclass. This is Saranvid, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video if you liked it. And comment me any question you have about Photoshop or any photo editing issues you have, and I'll answer to all of them immediately. And like always, this is Saranvid, and I wish you the best and peace together.